Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very exciting video because we are doing a holiday themed reading vlog. So I'm going to be reading some holiday themed books. We've got some holiday romance, some cozy mysteries, and some just cozy Christmassy content in general. I'm taking you guys along to the Christmas market. To start this video off, I will be reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. It's supposed to be Knives Out meets rom-com, and it was one of Book of the Month's December picks. And honestly, it seems like the perfect mix of romance, but also a mystery. So there's something else pulling me into the story and wanting to read it, because sometimes I struggle to read just straight up romance. I feel like I need another plot line to fully enjoy the book. But with that being said, let's dive into the video. The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, and when I first saw this cover I was like, wow, that looks very cheesy, but also I love watching rom-com Christmas movies, and I feel like I've watched them all. I want a new rom-com-y Christmas movie, but I can't find any, and I also want to read more books to reach my reading goal. But I was like, why don't I ever read like rom-com-y Christmas books? I've just never really been into the romance genre, but this is a mystery and a rom-com kind of all wrapped up into one. So far, this book, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I've only been reading it for less than 48 hours and I'm on page 190. The pages are flying by and I cannot wait. I think I'm gonna finish it tonight actually after work. It's been a while since I've been reading a book where the pages just fly by, but I'm loving it. I will say that the characters, the rivals to lovers, is very weird to me in this book. It's not my favorite, but the book itself and just, I don't know what it is about it, but it just is so good and so fun to read. The two main characters, Ethan and Maggie, they are mystery novel writers. They work for the same publishing house, and Maggie is a huge fan of one of the most famous mystery writers ever. I forget her name. Eleanor Ashley, yes. Eleanor Ashley, she's like the Agatha Christie in this book. And basically, they both get invited for Christmas to Eleanor Ashley's mansion. They don't know where they're going. They just are told by their boss that their biggest fan has invited them on this trip, and then Maggie arrives, realizes who it is totally freaked out, and this whole mystery unravels, and they think it's a test, but then also weird things are happening. They're not really certain what's going on, and at the same time, they're kind of hating each other, but then obviously falling in love. I don't think that the rivals part is very well done, and I never think that in books unless it's a fantasy book. I feel like enemies to lovers just doesn't work, because most of the time the reason that they hate each other just isn't strong enough for me personally, or like they're just being irrationally rude to each other, and I kind of don't like that. But regardless of that, I'm still loving this book and I love the romance parts. And yes, it's a bit cheesy, but it is exactly what I'm looking for right now. It's just a cheesy romance mystery. It's a cozy mystery, Christmas vibes. They are completely snowed in at this mansion in England, and I love it. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys once I finish this. But first, I want to show you one other cute little Christmassy thing. Look at this little handmade candle I got. It is a little glove. I am literally never going to actually burn this. It's just going to be part of my Christmas decor. I also did my Christmas nails to add to the Christmassy vibes of this reading vlog. And on Saturday, I am going to a Christmas market, which I will take you guys along with me for. I have officially finished reading The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I completely binged this book, and I honestly could not put it down despite it being pretty cheesy. The romance in this, the rivals to lovers element between them, as I mentioned before, just didn't really make that much sense to me, and so it was kind of hard to read it sometimes. But the mystery was very engaging. If you're looking for a cheesy rom-com mystery that's perfect to read for Christmas and you can easily fly through the pages, I highly recommend this. I felt like it was really clever and cute, and I loved that it was about writers. I love any book that's about writers or people who love reading, so that made it even better for me. And I think I'm gonna rate this 4 stars. I think it leans like 3.75 to me, but also 4 stars. I can't decide yet. It was exactly what I needed at the time, and I do recommend it. I think it's really fun, but just go in knowing that it's going to be kind of cheesy. Also, I wanted to show you guys this cute Christmas sweater that I actually found this in Japan because they have tons of thrift stores that are full of American vintage clothing. It just reminds me so much of my childhood, and it spoke to my soul. So it's mine now. I'm trying to decide between 2 books. I thought about reading another book of the month pick, Home for the Holidays by Taylor Hahn. The only problem is that the synopsis is not totally winning me over right now. So it says it's a witty, warm-hearted novel about coming to terms with grief, taking a chance on unexpected connections, and finding family time for the holidays. Finding family in time for the holidays, which that did draw me in. I love found family and Christmas time. But then I made the mistake of looking at the ratings on Goodreads, and this had like a 3-star or something on Goodreads, and I'm trying to get past not picking up books if they have less than 4 stars on Goodreads, because I've read a lot of quote-unquote 3-star books that are rated 3 stars on Goodreads and they're 5 stars for me, or at least higher, or I've read 5-star books that are lower for me, whatever. I'm trying to take that with a grain of salt and not base my book selections on there, because then I feel like I'm just gonna limit myself to reading over super popular TikTok books all the time and not discovering new books for myself. So that's why I'm considering reading this. Also, I'm loving the cover. Isn't it adorable? So it says, for wedding singer Mel Hart, the holidays have always retained a certain magic. Her mother, Connie, always managed to pull off spectacular Santa hijinks that convinced Mel to keep believing in Santa way longer than any other kids. Those moments meant everything to Mel because for the rest of the year, life was unpredictable due to her mother's alcohol use. That's another thing that drew me to this, is like dealing with a parent that has an addiction. But 2 weeks before Christmas, Mel gets a call from the hospital. Her mother has died. I'm so sorry. I'm not crying because of the synopsis. I'm crying because I have something in my eye. And then a woman shows up on Mel's doorstep claiming to be Connie's estranged best friend, so her mother's best friend, promising to tell Mel a different narrative, one in which Connie was almost a famous country music star if only a man hadn't gotten in the way. Instead of spending Christmas alone in her dead mother's house, Mel agrees to stay with Barb for the holidays, finding herself in the middle of Barb's complicated family and uncovering secrets while fighting an attraction to Barb's in the middle of a divorced son. As Christmas approaches, Mel reckons with how little she knew about her mother's past while re-examining her own future. Oh, it sounds really good, and I'm intrigued by it. Alternatively, I do have one other one that I was thinking about reading on my Kindle. Just in the mood for some cheesy holiday Christmas books, or cheesy isn't a requirement though. There needs to be snow, there needs to be Christmas vibes, and it has to be just easy to read. I'm not looking for something dense at the moment. But then I also was like, maybe I want to read The Women by Kristen Hanna. I don't know. I'm also thinking about reading on Kindle Unlimited Holiday Romance by Catherine Walsh, or Snowed In, also by Catherine Walsh. These are just holiday romance novels. There's no mystery element or any other element to them, I don't think. And I honestly haven't read a romance in a long time because it's not my favorite genre, but when it comes to, like I said before, rom-com Christmas movies, I'm here for it. Like The Holiday, Love Actually. I want books that give me those same feelings. I'm gonna finish my workday and then I'm gonna decide between these 2 books. Maybe I'll end up reading both of them or all 3 of them, and I will keep you guys updated in the meantime. Also, I hope you guys are all having a very cozy holiday season right now, because I've never been happier. I thrive during the holiday season. See you soon. Little gingerbread toy. Genie. Present under the tree. Okay, I'm currently in my car, but I wanted to give you guys a little update, a little reading update. I am 24% of the way through. I can't even remember what the book's called. I'll pop it up on the screen. Why can't I remember the name of it? It's by Catherine Walsh. It's a very cheesy Christmas romance. I'm liking it so far, but I also don't care about it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't care if I ever finish it, but I'm having a good time reading it. It's very lighthearted. It's about long-term friends that meet in kind of a weird circumstance where they take the same flight home to Ireland every year from Chicago. And the reason they know each other is because our main character's best friend dated him at one point and broke up with him on the first flight they ever took together home to Ireland for Christmas. And so then it kind of becomes a tradition every year that they
sit together on the plane at Christmas and like fly home. But this particular Christmas, their flights get canceled and it's a whole big ordeal. So now they're like trying to figure things out, and suddenly she's catching feelings, you know, the whole thing. It's cheesy, it's just what I was looking for, but I'm also like, whatever. But I feel like that's how I am with a lot of romance books. Unless it's romantasy, then I'm there for it. But I'm about to go meet my friends to check out the Seattle Christmas market, and I will take you guys along with me. Just laying on my couch. It is now Sunday, the day after I went to the Christmas market, which was really fun and so cute. I just made a coffee with my new Nespresso machine that my friend got me for my birthday. Best gift ever. I'm so excited. Like, the coffee I made is so good. Let me show you. I probably already showed it in the other clips, but for real, it is the best thing ever. I'm so happy. And she got me a little Instant Pot steamer thing to go with it. Perfection. I am currently just laying here reading the holiday romance book on my Kindle. That's literally what the book is called, by Catherine Walsh. And there are some things that I want to talk to you guys about in this book, but I also don't want to give spoilers because like I said in the last clip, I'm enjoying my time, but it's just kind of, it's so cheesy that I'm like, do I like this? For example, if you don't want a spoiler about the holiday romance, skip ahead like 30 seconds. But I'm about to say the spoiler. They kiss in this book before they're even like actually interested in each other. Like they're still friends, but there's like a mistletoe situation. And they kiss, and then that is what makes our main character like feel feelings for Andrew is his name. I don't know, and it just seems so fast where she went from like not having any feelings for this guy to kissing him, and then I guess kissing is a good way to like start catching feelings for someone. And they're doing that whole thing where they talk about other people they're dating, pretending to not know why they're bothered by something. She's like, oh, he was dating Emily and I don't know why I cared so much. I'm like, do people do that in real life? Are we actually so disconnected from our feelings that we're like, I wonder why I actually care? Like, no, you like him. It's fine. It just bothers me when that happens because I'm like, it just doesn't seem that realistic, but maybe I just haven't experienced it. I don't know. I'm in a 7-year relationship, so I haven't experienced like first time feelings in a long time, so maybe I don't know. The book is fun. It's a little too cheesy. I was hoping to scale it back a little bit, you know? I need like a holiday romance that's also literary fiction, but also cute, but also cozy, but also not so lighthearted. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I've officially finished reading Holiday Romance, and the day that I'm catching up with you guys right now is actually my birthday. And I am wearing the most Christmassy jammies ever. Check these out. Anyway, they're from Grey Bandit. If you guys haven't heard of Grey Bandit, I just wanted to catch up with you guys. I guess technically I read 2 holiday romances this year. One I loved, which was The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I would probably give that 4.5 stars. Maybe I said something different earlier in the video, but now that I've had time to ruminate on it, I feel like it deserves like a 4-star, 4.5 star. It is very cheesy. That's the only drawback of it, I will say that. But if you're looking for that sort of holiday romance, cheesy, cozy mystery vibe, you will adore this book. And then a couple days ago, I finished Holiday Romance, and I had a good time reading it. I wanted to pick it up. I read it on my Kindle. It's available on Kindle Unlimited. It was fun. It was a fun time. It was a cute romance, but the moment I finished it, it felt like I am just gonna immediately forget about it. It doesn't feel super memorable. I actually almost forgot that I read it and forgot that I was filming this video because of that. And I rated it 3 stars. A lot of people really like this, so don't listen to me saying that I rated it 3 stars and then check it off your list and think that you shouldn't read it, because if you're someone that really likes to read romance and you love a good Christmas rom-com, I think you would really like this book. I liked that they were traveling to Ireland. I liked the family dynamics. I just wish there was a little bit more character development, and some of the parts felt really cheesy. I wasn't that obsessed with the romance between the 2 main characters, which is the whole point of the book, but that's not to say I don't recommend it. I think the right people will enjoy this book. It just wasn't really for me. Like, the first line of the description of this book on Goodreads is, she's meant to be catching flights, not catching feelings. And that kind of sums up the vibe of this book. It's kind of silly, goofy, romance is happening, it's Christmas time. But even as I'm looking at Goodreads, there's tons of really good ratings on here. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the right headspace for this one. And I was planning on reading Snowed In, also by Catherine Walsh, because I heard that one was good too. But I don't think I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna end this video here. It is my birthday, and I did get a bunch of new books for my birthday, so I'm going to film a birthday book haul video that I'm very excited to share with you guys, and a ton of other fun wintry / New Year / holiday content coming for you guys. So if you stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!